So today I'm going to make red fettuccine with pesto. So for my stuff I'm using for the fettuccine, I'm using tomato puree, eggs and double O grade flour. For my pesto I'm using basil, Parmigiano, I couldn't get any pecorino, pine nuts, garlic cloves, salt and olive oil, and my pestle and mortar. So let's get started. So to my food processor I'm adding 200 grams of flour, 2 eggs, and a teaspoon of tomato puree. So now whisk up. So now you should have a soft dough. It's a bit crumbly, but this is okay. So get your dough onto a clean surface and knead the dough for at least 10 to 15 minutes until you have a really nice and soft dough. Well, I will add another teaspoon of tomato puree because it's not red enough. So knead the dough again for 10 to 15 minutes. Right, when the dough is nice and soft, get yourself a bit of clingfilm, wrap your dough in clingfilm and leave to rest in your fridge for 2 hours. So making the pesto. First add your basil to your pestle and mortar. I'm using 2 bags and each bag is 28 grams. So the first bag is in my pestle and mortar, and now I give it a bash. So now I'm adding the second bag. Again, give it a good bash. So now I'm adding 1 clove of garlic, half a tablespoon of sea salt, one tablespoon of unroasted pine nuts. So give it a good bash until you have a paste. Right, so I've got a nice paste, a few chunky bits, and now I'm adding 100 grams of cheese. So now I'm adding my cheese, finely grated, and last but not least I'm adding 8 tablespoons of olive oil, which is about 100 milliliters. So carefully mix everything together. So bash your pesto until you have the consistency you want. So now give it a quick taste to check for seasoning. No, it's fine. So transfer your pesto to a bowl. Cover with clingfilm. So and put into the fridge until needed. For me, there's nothing more for now. Instead of watching Scotland versus Liechtenstein, and Scotland already scored. It's 1-0 for Scotland. Cheers. Right, so after 2 hours, get your dough out of the fridge, then unwrap your dough, and I'm using this little gadget here. It's a pesto machine, and it makes life easier. You actually don't need a pesto machine, but yeah, for me it's easier, and it was a gift from my brother. So knead your dough until it's soft. So when your dough is soft, use your fingertips and press it flat. Set your pasta machine to the widest setting, then roll it through your pasta machine. Then click your pasta machine one setting down, roll it through again, then fold it in half and lightly dust your dough. Set the setting back to the widest setting. And roll it through again. Then again, one setting down, and roll your pasta through again. Repeat this step 6 or 7 times. So after 7 times of repeating this step, click down, roll your pasta through, and again down one setting, roll your pasta through, and do these steps until you have reached the lowest setting. Right, here we have the pasta sheet, and now cut it into, I don't know, 30 centimeter length, and then roll your pasta through the fettuccine. And here we have homemade fettuccine. Dust the pasta with a bit of flour to prevent it from sticking together, and repeat the steps with the remaining sheets. So when your pasta is done, get a large pot with salted water and bring it to the boil. Unwrap the bowl. Then I would recommend to have another bowl handy because we need some of the cooking water later to make the sauce, or kind of sauce. So when the water is boiling, add your pasta and cook until al dente. How do you know it's al dente? Taste it. It's fresh pasta, so it should take about 3-4 minutes. Right, when your pasta is cooked, turn off the heat. Get 1 ladle of the cooking water into your bowl. And drain the pasta. Right now, give your pesto a little stir around. Add your cooking water to the pot. By the way, it's not on the heat. Then add pesto to your taste. I think I will go for 2 heaped tablespoons. Give it a good stir. Then add your pasta. Give it a good toss. And now it's time to plate up. So normally I would eat the pasta like this, but I think I should go for a bit of garnish. So I sprinkle over some pine nuts and some fresh basil leaves. Right guys, so and here we have my red fettuccine with pesto. Actually the red fettuccine are looking a bit orange, so don't get me on this one. And for me, as always, what's pasta without the T? It's pasta, ha 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 ha. So, sorry, I had to go for this one quite fast because the foam left the can. So, I hope you enjoy the pasta. See you next time.